So the greatest common factor is a little bit easier to do because all we're going to do is list out the prime factors and just find all the common numbers and multiply them together. Okay, so we have 3 common, a 3 common here. So that's the greatest common factor is going to be 9. And again, you can see that the largest divisor of both of those numbers is going to be 9. So looking at this, we can also look at these numbers and say, okay, well, what's the biggest number? It looks like maybe 6. Okay, it's going to be the biggest divisor here when we just look at the numbers. And sure enough, if we list out the prime factors and group together all the common ones, okay, the common ones, just pick out the one that's common to all 3. Okay, so there's a common 2, there's a common 3, so we end up with the greatest common factors when we combine all the common ones into 2 times 3, and we get a greatest common factor of 6. So that's what we're going to do here. We're just going to list out the prime factors of 300. So 300 is equal to 2 times, looks like 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. So that's going to be 2 times 2 times 3 is 12, 60 times 5 again. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, so that's 300, and then 210. We can write it as 2 times 2 times 3 times 7. Actually, there's only 1 2 in here. Okay, so 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. Okay, so that looks like it's going to be, yeah, that's 210. When we look at the common factors involved here, we're going to end up with 2, 3, 5. So the greatest common is when we combine all those common factors. So we end up with the greatest common factor works out to be, in this case, 30. Okay, so for this one here, okay, I'm going to make for some of these, I'm going to start making factor trees because these are a little bit hard to factor. So this one's going to be 2 times 3 times, looks like 17. Okay, 510, I'm going to do a little factor tree for 510. Okay, so this is going to be 255. Ooh, it looks like 255 is common to both of these. So 5, divide that by 5, I get 51. Divide by 3, I get 17. Okay, well that's great because I can see that 255 has a factor of 51 and 17. Okay, so 510 is going to be 2 times 5 times 3 times 17. Okay, 255 is going to be 3 times 5 times 17. Okay, so that's the nice thing is that they share, I can see what they're sharing now. And so they share a 3 and a 17. So we get 3 times 17. Okay, so that's equal to 51. So 51 is my greatest common factor.